Hertfordshire.
Gloucestershire.
Leicestershire. Je ne comprends pas! Je ne comprends pas!
For people who don't speak French, that means I am American. Hey guys, I'm Eric.
And I'm Grace. We're the Wandering Ravens.
We are a couple of Yanks who are on a journey of discovery, learning about British culture and life. This channel documents this journey, and today this little trek is taking us through the 48 counties of England.
Please, if you are easily offended, don't watch this video because there will be some butchering done. But before we get into today's episode, make sure that you tap the like button with British delicacy and subscribe so that you never miss a video from us.
If we were normal Yanks, we'd be saying Bedfordshire.
This is not an ad for Ford.
No, this is an ad for beds made by Ford for hobbits.
Wow.
Shire is pronounced sure.
Or at least, I think...
Usually.
Usually, yeah. Let's try and pronounce this at the same time.
Okay.
Bedfordshire. Bedfordshire.
Now let's find out how it's actually pronounced, and for this we are using Google Translate. We do know that Google Translate has a rather posh British accent, so excuse the toughness.
Bedfordshire.
Okay, I think that's what we said.
Yeah, I would say 1 out of 1.
1 out of 1.
We got it?
We got this.
Alright.
Berkshire.
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 I'm pretty sure it's not.
Berkshire.
What the heck is she saying?
Berkshire.
Berkshire?
It's like with an A, Berkshire.
If you are from Berkshire, do let us know if this is the way to pronounce it, or if this is just the way the tough English folks pronounce Berkshire.
Berkshire. I'm gonna contest this one.
All right.
Yeah, contested.
1 plus contested. Moving on. This is fairly straightforward. Yeah, it's pronounced City of Bristol. City of Bristol. We know
Yeah,
Bristol.
I would say Bristol.
Yeah. Moment of truth.
City of Bristol.
Bristol.
All right. 2 out of 48 and 1 contested.
Alright, so I think when I almost said when I was American. I'm still American.
When I was an American.
Before I moved outside of the USA, I used to think that it was called Buckingham.
Yeah, like Buckingham Palace.
Yeah, Buckingham Palace.
Yeah.
Since visiting the UK, I don't think that anymore.
3, 2, 1.
Buckinghamshire. Yeah,
think
so not
wrong.
ham, just Buckingham.
Buckingham.
Buckinghamshire.
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 Nice. We have
Cambridge University.
Yeah, so everyone knows Cambridge.
Everyone knows Cambridge.
and then sure.
Cambridgeshire.
It's like, where do you want to go to school? Cambridge. Cambridge, sure. With your GPA, you're not going anywhere.
Cambridgeshire.
Cambridgeshire. Yes.
We're blowing this
So
out of the
4
water.
out of 48 plus 1 contested.
And then-
Oh dang, I think I know this one too.
I know this one too, thanks to
Alice in Wonderland. Cheshire.
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 Oh no, babe, I
Oh
don't.
damn.
Can we do this?
I don't know. Can the ambulance not do that? City of London.
City of London.
This is where Americans think you live if you tell them you're from England, or even from the UK.
If you say I'm British, they're like, London's great.
If it wasn't for me personally, you'd still be speaking German. Still?
Still? Cornwall.
Cornwall.
I do think people will be like, you didn't pronounce it exactly right, but that's because we don't pronounce R's the same way. British people tend to be a lot softer on the R's and kind of even drop R's altogether.
American English does really accentuate syllables. We say them very strongly. Like we would say Cornwall, but a British person might say Cornwall. We haven't been to Cornwall yet, but I do know it's the southernmost tip of England, I think. Come again?
That's what she said.
Cumbria.
I would say Cumbria, like Umbria, but with a C.
Cumbria.
Wow, I feel like she really leaned into the cum there.
Cumbria.
I'm gonna contest this one again. The computer's wrong. If you're British, do let us know. Is Cumbria said Cumbria with a nice quick clip, or is it...
Cumbria.
We do have the Kentucky Derby in America.
Yes.
It's a famous horse race. I would just say Derbyshire.
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 Wow, all right, that's the first
Derbyshire.
one we've encountered where it is very different.
Derbyshire.
Derbyshire.
So almost like it has an A. Derbyshire.
Derbyshire.
Wow, okay.
All right.
That surprised me.
I knew a guy named this once. I didn't actually, but I met a person with this name before.
That was an interesting story. Thank you for that. Devon.
Devon. Like Kevin, but with a D.
Devon.
Devon!
Devon!
And isn't it Devon that has a rivalry with Cornwall about the scone thing?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Isn't it Devon
It's
and Cornwall?
The two counties right next to each other.
I don't know which does what.
I believe Cornwall puts the cream on top of the jam, and then Devon, like everyone else in the world, puts the cream under the jam.
Oh, you just said everyone else in the world, but I would do it the Cornwall way.
You're
Like the jam
American,
goes
though.
on first, and then that would go on top.
'Cause cream
whipped
is like
cream,
butter.
But like whipped cream goes on top.
But clotted cream is just like butter, and it whipped
it's
butter.
not.
It's not like whipped cream. It's like...
I would, in my mind, I would think of it like whipped cream and put it on top.
All right, so we're gonna figure this out. All right.
We might need to see a counselor.
This will require some counseling. I did not know my wife was one of those filthy Cornwall people. Dorset.
I knew a guy named this one. It's true.
No,
Dor-
you didn't.
I did.
You did?
Yes.
Dorset.
Dorset.
That's a name.
Yes.
You're taking the piss.
I'm not. It's a true American name. No, it's
You're
not.
taking the mick.
It's. I'm not. I met a guy named Mick once too, though.
Dorset.
Dorset.
Sometimes she pronounces the E like an A, and other times it's like an I. Mm-hmm. But she never pronounces it like an E. Durham.
Durham. I knew a family with this last name once.
You liar.
I'm not lying. This is literally a last name that appears in America. Durham.
She's very good friends with the English counties.
Durham.
I can't
Durham.
even. I can't
Durham.
say that.
It sounds like she's
Durham.
saying Durham. Durham.
What I hear
Durham.
is Durham.
I hear Durham.
Do you hear
Are we
Zanny
hear-
or Laurel?
Yanny or Laurel.
Yanny or Laurel. Oh my gosh. Durham.
Durham. Durham. You let us know which one you hear.
And what the heck is it?
And how, yeah, what do we actually say?
I knew someone with this name too.
You dirty liar.
I didn't. Okay, this is the first one to know. East Riding of Yorkshire.
East Riding of Yorkshire.
East Riding of Yorkshire.
I wonder why riding is in there. What is-
Yeah.
yeah, what's the purpose of riding?
East Sussex. Because as we found out, the E doesn't really usually have an E sound, but it more has an I sound, like an I.
Sussex.
Sussex.
East Sussex.
Same thing. Essex.
I would say E-sex. I'm just kidding. Essex. Yes.
Essex.
Are Essex and Sussex near each other? Does the sex part of it?
I know
have
Essex
something-
is next to London. So you have London and then there's Essex.
Okay.
There's
But then
Surrey.
Sussex, isn't that on the coast somewhere?
Ah, this one I know from the last video we did because
you though?
yeah, we did Gloucester. Mm-hmm. So this must be Gloucestershire.
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 Knocking this out of the ballpark. Are you
We
guys
are.
proud of us? I hope you're proud of us.
I'm
because-
proud of us.
Wait a second. We already did London.
But this is Greater London.
London? Greater London.
The better London.
Yeah, it's kind of like how there's York and New York.
That's true. And then there's New York, New York.
Greater London.
Do we even need an explanation for that?
Greater Manchester.
Is it actually Manchester though?
Well, there's a city that's Manchester.
Manchester, right?
My feeling is with Manchester.
Manchester.
What is your feeling?
With Manchester as well, but I realize I've actually never heard a British person say this before.
We're gonna learn right now whether or not you should trust your feelings.
Greater Manchester.
Okay.
You should always trust your feelings, folks.
From here on, always trust your feelings.
They're always right. We have a new one of these.
So, yeah, Hampshire.
Hampshire.
And someone pointed out in our comments on the last video, why do Americans have such trouble with British counties? Because we all pronounce them as shire. Gloucestershire.
Oh man, that's terrible.
That's how an American would say it.
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire. But we all say New Hampshire.
Yeah, we all say New Hampshire.
So we know how it's pronounced there, but then as soon as we go to England, we
Like,
forget.
je ne comprends pas! Je ne comprends pas!
For people who don't speak French, that means I am American.
Hampshire.
Hampshire.
There we go.
Oh no. Hertfordshire.
Herefordshire.
Herefordshire.
Oh, okay, you got one right, and I got alright. I'll give it to you. Hertfordshire.
Okay, I'm
Just-
gonna go with the, because she has been switching out the E a lot to saying A, Hertfordshire.
Hertfordshire and Hertfordshire.
Hertfordshire.
I think you were right
There it
again.
was. Yeah, we're learning.
We're learning.
We're learning. I can see the English freaking out. Oh no, the Americans, they're learning. Quick, change the pronunciations again. every few hundred years, the Queen pulls this, and then the wheels turn, and it just changes the way things are pronounced. Hertfordshire will now be
Hertfordshire and not Hertfordshire.
very subtle changes, but they do matter.
Yes.
And they give British people an excuse to mock us Americans.
Forever and ever. We've always been the weird cousins who eat crayons, as somebody said in our comment
Really?
section. I think in America we've actually made them edible because children do eat them.
911. Oh, is it the crayons again? It's the crayons again. Don't worry, they're made out of vegetables now. But as we learned in our American food that's banned in the UK video, which you can watch right here, even though they're edible, they still probably have lots of nasty chemicals in them. The Isle of Wight, which is just, you know, it's the whole of the UK. It's just one giant isle and half an isle of wit. Because you guys are bloody brilliant. That said, I know this is Isle of Wight.
I'm gonna say this is the Isle of Ben Wyatt.
Isle of Wight.
But I will continue calling you guys Isle of Wit. I won't copyright that, you guys can use it.
He's just saying that, we'll sue the hell out of y'all.
Just south of Seattle, where we're from, we have a city called Kent. Ours is significantly less glorious than yours, as ours is full of concrete buildings and boring places.
Kent.
Kent.
Kent. Go ahead.
Lancashire.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Lancashire.
All of our training has prepared us for this.
We got this so wrong last time because there was a city and I was saying Leicester. Yeah, and what were you saying?
Leicester.
So if I was saying this before making that previous video, I would say Leicestershire.
And I would say Leicestershire.
But Leicestershire.
Leicestershire, yes.
Leicestershire.
Leicestershire.
Leicestershire. Lincolnshire.
Lincolnshire.
Merseyside. No, wait, there's more letters in there. Merseyside? Merseyside.
Merseyside. And I'm gonna say Merseyside.
Moment of truth.
Merseyside.
Merseyside.
Merseyside. Did either of us say that?
I don't think either of us got that one. Norfolk.
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 I think I got
I think
that
you
one.
got that one. Yeah,
that was
good job.
Thank you.
It's like Yorkshire, but in the north.
North Yorkshire.
North Yorkshire.
North Yorkshire.
Good golly. That's such a long name.
That is a long name.
Northamptonshire.
Northamptonshire.
Or do you think the H is pronounced like in some other
Like Wolverhampton?
We said Wolverhampton, but she said Wolverhampton, but then other people said it's Wolverhampton, but then other people said no, it's Wolverhampton, so...
We've heard that people in Wolverhampton drop the H. People from outside Wolverhampton say Wolverhampton, like the ignorant foreigners that they are.
So, Northamptonshire?
Yeah.
Northamptonshire.
She did say the H. Gosh, damn it!
I would like to submit this as another contested entry.
To anyone who lives in this county, how do you say this? Well, considering her last pronunciation, she would take the H and use it doubly.
Yeah.
And say it's Northumberland, but I don't think that's right at all.
Northumberland.
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 Nottinghamshire.
Nottinghamshire.
Not in Nottingham. We do say
We do.
Nottingham.
Americans say Nottingham. If you've ever seen the Disney Robin Hood, where Robin Hood's a fox, they say Nottingham. But I don't think that's how they say it in the
I
UK.
think it's Nottingham. Nottinghamshire.
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 Oxfordshire.
Oxfordshire.
I'm gonna dive into the etymology here, and I'm guessing that Oxfordshire got its name way back in time because it used to be where in the river there was a ford where oxen would cross.
That is probably right.
Right?
Rutland.
Rutland.
Oh man, this one looks hard.
I know this one actually.
Oh, really?
Because I remember, I think Darwin was born here?
Question mark?
Question mark? When I learned about Darwin in school, I think Darwin was born in Shropshire. I actually made a documentary about Darwin when I was in high school.
You did?
Yeah, I made a documentary about Darwin. So I'm pretty sure he was born in Shropshire.
I've never seen this documentary.
Yeah. It's because it's on a DVD somewhere in my
Family's basement.
basement, probably. Yeah.
I think Shropshire though as well. Sounds like rupture.
There was a rupture in Shropshire.
Shropshire.
There it is.
Somerset.
Somerset.
Yes.
It's another one.
Oh, it's like Yorkshire but in the south.
South Yorkshire.
Oh man, I did not see that
That
coming.
was so hard. Ooh, is this where the dog comes from?
Yeah, the Stafford Bull Terrier, pit bulls. So how would they say it in the States?
Staffordshire.
But we would say Staffordshire.
Staffordshire.
All right, so this is like the other one, the Norfolk.
Norfolk, but this is Suffolk.
Yeah, I think Suffolk.
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 So more of an I sound? Suffolk.
More of an E sound.
Like feck.
Feck. Oh, yeah. Is this where
Suffolk.
you guys get all your fecks?
Suffolk.
If you want to give a feck, then you can go
And take
buy
a
it.
feck.
Take a feck from Suffolk.
So that you don't have no fecks left to give.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't give a feck. It's
Sorry.
like, well, go buy one.
I didn't make it to Suffolk this year, so I couldn't give a feck if I wanted to.
There you have it.
Don't demonetize us, YouTube. We are not swearing. Real quick, before we move on to the next county, here is something which you may not know about us, and that is that neither of us have ever mixed a cocktail before. Not only have we never mixed a cocktail, we've never even tasted a cocktail before.
But that is set to change because this week on our Patreon, we are going to be releasing a video of us mixing and trying our very first cocktail.
And you guys will probably really get a kick out of this because this cocktail is made with black currant. And as you know, we have never tasted black currant before. And so if you want to see us try our very first cocktail, make our very first cocktail, and also taste black currant for the very first time, join us on our Patreon, link in the description below. That video is going to be going up in just a couple of days.
Are you guys excited?
I'm excited.
And now, back to your program.
Surrey?
Surrey?
Surrey.
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 Sorry. So it is a little bit different. We said Surrey, but she said sorry. Ooh.
This one is very different.
What does it mean?
Tyne and Wear?
Tyne and Wear? I've seen Tyne in different things, though. So what does Tyne mean? Is it like a river?
Oh, that's a good idea. Maybe these are both rivers. So it's the Tyne and Wear.
And they like
They do,
intersect in this county or something.
This county is famous for these two rivers. There we go. I took a stab at etymology earlier, and this is you taking a stab.
Tyne and Wear.
Weir?
Tyne and Wear.
So maybe
Weir.
Weir. Tyne and Weir. Oh, I know this one because this is where we stayed when we were in the UK. We stayed in the Midlands near Rugby. When we arrived, I was calling it Warwick, which was really hard to say. Warwick Castle. Warwick is a lot easier. So it's Warwickshire.
Warwickshire.
Right?
Yeah, I think so.
Warwickshire.
Yes.
Yes, still got it.
Nailed it. West Midlands.
And we also stayed in the West Midlands in
That's
the
true.
small town of Ulster, which is a great fun one. We showed up calling it Alcester, and
It's
then
horribly wrong.
very wrong.
West Midlands.
The Midlands is a great place. It's a shame that no one outside of the UK, and most people even in the UK, don't know where it is.
Already know this one too.
Yeah, didn't we do an East Sussex earlier?
Yeah.
There
So
we
this
go.
is just like that, but in the west.
In the West.
West Sussex.
West Sussex. But with the E said as an I, right? Sussex.
West Sussex.
Oh man, another one of these?
The Yorkshires won't stop.
They won't. West Yorkshire.
West Yorkshire.
All right.
Ooh.
Wiltshire.
Where all the flowers are dead.
Wiltshire?
Wiltshire.
Wiltshire.
In America, there is this awesomely cupboard with this name, and no one knows what it's called, and so whenever someone needs it, they just say, "Can you pass me the Worcestershire? You know the one." But we learned it's pronounced Worcester.
Yeah, so it'd be Worcestershire.
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 Nailed it.
That is way easier than Worcestershire.
It is, but it definitely doesn't look like Worcestershire.
No, I don't think you can fault people for not knowing how to pronounce this.
Yeah.
Real quick, if you haven't already, do make sure you subscribe for part 2 of this video, which is coming out in 2 days. Today we pronounced the English county names, but in 2 days we are going to be putting these counties on the map.
Wait, what? No!
She didn't know this, but yeah, that's what we're going to be doing.
That's a terrible idea.
If you enjoy watching us embarrass ourselves by saying British place names, then you will love this playlist of videos right here, where we go through a bunch of different British place names, and there is subsequent embarrassment to be had for all. Again, I'm Eric.
I'm Grace.
We're the Wandering Ravens.
We will see you guys next time.
Bisous.